Hi everyone, and welcome to this really nice game played by Greco and of course some unknown player. Greco is considered as the oldest chess player who made money out of it by playing chess, because back then chess players didn't used to make a profession out of it. They were just playing for fun, and this game was really old. And okay, so this game features a really beautiful checkmating idea, so I just wanted to share it with you guys. And so without further ado, let's just dive straight into the game. So Greco here is white, and some unknown player, of course, is with the black pieces. So Greco opens the game with e4, and his opponent wanted to fianchetto the bishops. You might have encountered with some people who wants their bishop to be fianchetted, so that they will have a really nice diagonal control over the king side and queen side. So that's a really good idea, and his opponent also goes for the same, and he plays b6. So idea is fianchetting the bishop on b7, so that bishop will be nicely eyeing the king side. And Greco here of course captured the center with d4, and really controlling some of nice squares in the center. And we all know that there is a saying in chess, the person who controls the center eventually wins the game. So Greco is going for that, and it's nothing unusual. It's a usual plan. So after that, bishop b7, and black tries to develop the bishop in the long diagonal. So, and now you can defend. Actually, the bishop is developed and also attacking this pawn on e4. And how can you defend the pawn on e4? You have one option. You can go knight to c3 and defend the pawn that way, or you can go bishop to d3, or you can go bishop to d3 and you also defend the pawn. So to try out this trap, you have to go bishop to d3. So what happens here is the bishop is really strong on this diagonal, but the only obstruction it is having is here on the e4 pawn. And so how can you remove that pawn from that e4 square, so that the bishop will be unleashed and you can have the rook, and also you are attacking the pawn on g2, so you can have the g2 pawn, and also you'll have a h1 rook. So that's a really nice idea. So black here played f5. So what's the idea here? You're attacking the central pawn here, and you're attacking the central pawn, and also you are threatening to capture this pawn here and also winning the rook. So what will you do? Well, Greco here played e captures on f5. So after capturing that pawn, now black's bishop is unleashed, and black played bishop captures on g2, so threatening the rook here, and of course winning the game. So why did Greco capture? Well, feel free to pause the video and try the move Greco. You try the move you will play to win this game. Okay, so those of you who have found the move, congratulations, you are really a nice player. And those of you who did not, here Greco played queen to h5 check. So now you see the power of developing pieces, because black's pieces are not developed, and now his king has nowhere to go. So the only move is g6, and now you capture with that pawn. So what happens next? Now you see your rook is threatened, but you are threatening some nasty discoveries after the pawn pushing or after the pawn moves, you'll be threatening the king here. So the king has nowhere to go. So black has decided to capture or attack the queen instead, because the queen here is attacking the king. So after the pawn moves, you can capture the queen, and of course you are attacking the queen, you are attacking the rook here, so it's almost winning. But is it? So let's see what happens. What Greco did was capture the pawn, g captures on h7, so sacrificing the queen here. And now black has no move but to capture the queen on h5, and now bishop to g6, and it's checkmate because the king has nowhere to go. All the squares has been covered. So now you see, after sacrificing the queen, white checkmated black. So that's really a cool idea, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you enjoyed it, then feel free to like the video and share it with your friends. And also do try this really nice trap with your opponents, so that after capturing the your fancy queen, you can win the game in a fancy way. So that was the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.